Hey, I thought I'd do a very quick overview for Dynasty Warriors Overlords. I've been playing this for a few weeks. I don't know how close I am to the end game. There's very little English information for this. Apparently, this has only been out in China for a couple months. I guess the people doing the Southeast Asian version, which is the version I'm playing with the English text, I guess they got it out pretty fast. The translation is not the best, but I mean, who's playing this for the story? For the most part, it gets the point across with knowing exactly what things do, but it is an admittedly broken English. So let's just get to the game here. It's going to be a little awkward to do this because I had to kind of jerry rig my own controller support in. There is no controller support, which I think is just asinine given the kind of game this is. But if you watch my guides in the past, you can find out ways to do that. So let's go see what this is first. So there's a number of features here. First, let's go into the officers. So the movesets are pretty much exactly the same as they are in 7/8, barring the exception of characters that were decloned in that game, like Cao Cao is an example. Xiahou Ba, he got that big siege cannon thing. Cao Cao got those shadow clone swords. Things like that. Those characters are gonna have clone movesets, like. For instance, she will have Yue Ying will have her bow staff moveset. She'll have the throwing knives and etc. They can probably deduce who's going to be a clone and who's not. All right, so I'm working on these guys right now. Let's go ahead and pull him up. I don't believe how hard it was to get him. This game did not want to give me him. So your moveset is pretty much the same as the other games, but you have one major exception here. You can unlock these, which will allow you to change your C1. Everything else is going to be pretty much exactly the same. You also get an EX attack. Some of these are recycled animations, like his is, but other ones aren't. Combat souls are essentially your gear. You're going to want to equip these. Unique ones have unique abilities, but I'm kind of at the point in the game where I just need to equip whichever ones I have. So if you ever played like KOF All-Star, another good example would be Honkai Impact, Punishing Grey Raven, you really only need a couple of these. Past that point, you can just kind of switch them around. So there's a number of modes in this game. Actually, let's change some of these C1s. Let's change his to Gather Monster. So let's get into some gameplay here. Go ahead and do this, I guess. Nice to have a game where the TONFAS aren't completely terrible, even though the moveset itself is the same. You gotta take what you can get with this character. He's either always got a crappy moveset, or he's a clone. You notice that little bar to the left of his character model? That is your guard bar. You can use that to both guard, and you can also use it to dodge. Alright, so let's go down and I'll show you guys how the officers work. They have hyper armor, but you can break it by lowering that bar at the bottom. And they'll also have a respective charge attack that's random, but it will change, it will force him into a stagger state. Like, see, I depleted his bar, so now he's going to go down. Oh, another one. Weird, like, this character is considered... He's considered to be, like, the best. I've looked at a tier list and stuff, like, how is this garbage moveset the best? You know what? I'm not gonna question it. I found an infinite combo with him, so... he must have some merit. Sorry, the video keeps cutting out. I don't know what's causing that. It's really frustrating. Yeah, sorry the video is cutting out. I don't know why it's doing that. Something I have not figured out yet. Anyway. So there's lots of modes you can do. There's your story mode. There's stuff in here. These are basically your dailies. That was just Storm that I did. You have like a big raid boss here. You've got this, which I can't quite do yet. You have some raid content in here as well. And you have this, which is essentially just a Bloody Palace. But I'm still a little bit underpowered to do that. I can't show all the modes. I've actually been playing quite a bit today. And also... the video would be too long, but you get the gist of it. So let's go into just a base story mode. I've done most of the other stuff for today. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. So the story mode levels in this is actually a side mission. If you remember Conquest mode from Dynasty Warriors 7, which coincidentally is what this game is based on, they're a lot shorter. Obviously to accommodate being a mobile game instead of a sit-at-home console game where you're obviously budgeting more time to play. So if you want longer levels like an actual Musou game, you're not going to get that here. So Moonsault attacks, you have just a base 3-bar. Overall, if you played Dynasty Warriors 7 or 8, like this, it's not going to be that much of an adjustment. It's just not really a combo game. It is and it isn't. Like I said, I found it infinite with Sunsei, but it's definitely got a lot more RPG mechanics than what you would expect. Alright, so let's get into monetization. I don't know if I have enough gold to do a 10 pull right now. Actually, it doesn't seem like I do. So this game's got the usual stuff. You got a battle pass, you've got special offers and all that stuff. So if you go in here, you have this, which is like a special banner, but you need vouchers to use these. Vouchers can only be bought with real money. However, if you get to, I guess, a certain level, you can get vouchers for free, but it's going to be a very small amount. There are a lot of ways to get characters for free, though. I'm going to try to go over as many of those as I can right now. Right now, they've got this event. You can get 10 free tickets. Legendary Combat Soul, which is basically your gear. These are vouchers, so if you want to buy some vouchers, you can get things that way. So here are the shards. Now these are from the guild store. So say if I wanted Liu Bei, I could drop 300 of these currencies and just get 50 shards for him right off the bat. Likewise, they've got a bunch of high rank characters too. So you can get some shards from here. This is actually how I got Sunsei. They actually had a event to get 20 of his shards, and just by pulling and playing the game, I did not cash on this game at all until like yesterday. They had a PayPal option up briefly, but it went away for some reason. I don't know, maybe they're fixing it or something. Pinnacle of Combat was actually the same way. They didn't have PayPal on that for a long time. But they had like 25 shards. I got about 10 from here. I got, I think, like 10 or so from just pulling or doing the summons. And then I got 20 from this event here. So you have lots of ways to get things for free if you played long enough. Actually, this is the treasure store, which is essentially your pity. When you do 30 summons, you're always guaranteed to get a rare or a super rare character. Super rare or super rare character. But you get, every time you pull, you get one of these coins, and you can use those to get some shards. So I got some for Yue Ying, Ma Chao, and Sunsei. So if I want to get any of these other characters, it would only cost 50. And this will reset every week. So with this amount that I have right now, if I wanted to get like Yue Ying or Ma Chao, I could essentially just do this every week, and maybe by the end of the month I would have them. So you need 50 shards to unlock a character. You can see I've got quite a few. Quite a few almost unlocked. Like Yue Ying is like halfway unlocked. So just by getting her shards every week, by the end of the month I should have her. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this here. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it, it's cheaper to do 10 at once. Honkai Impact, Pinnacle of Combat, Punishing Grey Raven, other games I play like this, They don't penalize you for doing only one. In this game, you always want to save up, but there's lots of other ways to spend your gold ingots too. So it's really going to be up to you. Let's go ahead and check my territories really quick. I really don't have any idea what these do. In fact, let's try to finish this right now. Might be able to get enough gold to do a 10 pull. So you've got your usual mobile game combat power. You need to raise that to do certain activities. I'm actually going to run out of gold. Alright, I can't do that right now, unfortunately. Let's see, do I have any other way to get some gold here? I'm very close. I'd like to show you guys a 10 pull if I can. Oh, here we go. Alright, let's do a 10 pull. Time to get nothing. But it was free, so don't care. Oh, wait. Got something. So she's basically a crap character, but you can use the shards to level up other characters. So I do like how dupes in this game are pretty useful, because even for the strongest characters, you need dupes of the crap characters. So it helps to keep things pretty well. Oh, hey! Look who's here. Hello. Well, I did not have him before. So basically, he's going to have his clone moveset, since he was not decloned in 7. Alright, so let's go ahead and level him up before I sign off. Pretty productive day on this, I'd say. Alright, I don't have enough to level him up right now. But I can get him some stars, so let's go ahead and do that. Oh, well, actually, my controller thing is on right now, but basically you would use these shards and level him up. But, yeah, just got a new character on video. That's basically the gist of the game. There's lots of small modes and stuff, but they're pretty self-explanatory. Overall, I think the biggest problem with this game is that they have kind of effectively, like, limited how much they can do with it by limiting themselves just to Dynasty Warriors 7. They're going to run out of movesets. None of the gimmicks are in the game at all, so if you like the gimmicks that were in 7 and 7's DLC, None of that is here at all. They're going to run out of characters pretty fast. So I don't know how they plan to address that. I don't know what their licensing agreement is. I don't know if they have access to Dynasty Warriors 8 because the previous online Dynasty Warriors game, I think it was called Shin Shangoku Musou Z. They did update that game later on with like weapon switching and stuff, so maybe that will happen here. I know this game is insanely successful. It has made ridiculous amount of money, so I wouldn't be surprised if there are some weird like legal stipulations preventing them from doing Dynasty Warriors 8 stuff that they'll probably like renegotiate, and maybe they'll add that in a couple years or something. Overall, the game is decent to play. I do think it's going to be boring depending on how much you played these movesets before. Meaning, if you've played any Dynasty Warriors or Orochi games in the past, like, 10 years, you're going to have a lot of moveset fatigue, but the RPG mechanics and the grind and all the modes and stuff, I think, are really fun. The other main problem with this game is the dailies take a really long time, so this is definitely something I would consider to be a main game instead of a side game. Remember, I mentioned Pinnacle of Combat is a side game, just because the dailies don't take that long, they don't update that often. These guys have had a lot of really good events going on the past few weeks, so if you're looking for a main game to play, and it's pretty free-to-play friendly, you do get a lot of free opportunities to get things, and if you do cash on the game, like for instance, trying to find it in here. They give you some stuff for spending money. Also, there's a growth fund. This was $20 and it gave me like 15,000 gold, so I was able to use that to kind of jumpstart my account a little bit. I don't think spending blindly on this game is wise. Ideally, you want to just use your free gold on the basic banner and then buy some vouchers every now and then and use those to go into the targeted banner to get a better chance of what you want. But there's also other things to use gold on as well, like leveling up your characters, breaking them through the level cap, increasing your facilities and stuff. You're going to need to do all of those things, so once you got a decent roster like mine, I definitely do think it's better to focus on other aspects. Like right now, I've got more than enough characters to clear pretty much all the single-player stuff that's in the game right now. I mostly just need to increase my stats, and I won't really have to spend money to do that. So yeah, that's my little overview for Dynasty Warriors Overlords. Hope you guys liked it. I'll probably play this mostly on my kitty sitting streams, but I'm not going to be going over there for a couple days. They're in quarantine, so you might not see this on the channel that much for a while, but I'll try to sneak some gameplay in every now and then. Thanks for watching.